Hi guys, welcome down to the Monday Night Golf Show here on location at one of the best kind of little golf caves, certainly in the UK. We're down here at Torex Golf in Wigan. We've got a couple of cool videos planned here maybe next week, so we've come up for a bit of a recce, and while we're here we thought we'd do the Monday Night Golf Show.
I love Golf Cave.
It's cool, isn't it?
I think
it is like
I think that's
that.
a very good description. It's not a little cave, it's a massive cave.
I think it's like a golfer's sweet shop inside a cave with all of the golf deliciousness of clubs and tech and all that jazz. So it's a cool place if you ever want to get any club fittings, etc. Link in the description below. Come and see Nick Hibbs here. And also they've just fitted a new putting studio there with Lee Sullivan and Harold Swash putting as well. So
very exciting.
I think we might need a bit of that putting help.
Just a disclaimer on the video, although it is juicy and delicious here, don't eat clubs, kids. They're metal, they're dangerous.
True story. Right guys, we're going to head over to the PGA Tour straight away into the Valspar Championship, Valspar Tournament, Valspar. It's five Valspar. And we had a return winner back in the winner's circle, but only, funny enough, his second PGA Tour win.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Charl Schwartzel, we're talking about, who has won.
May not be as obvious to everyone. But yeah.
Who's already won this year, but on the European Tour. So yeah, I think some people get slightly confused when they were saying it was his only second win since the Masters. But I mean, he's a fantastic player, amazing swinger of the golf club. We've done a swing analysis on him already this year, so go check that out as well. But it's nice to see him mixing it on the biggest stage there is, on the biggest tour.
He generally starts very well in the season. The shot that he played, I think it was the start of 2014 when he was on the path and had to hook it over the trees. That was very
shot of the year.
Early in the year. He seems to peak very early. It's whether now he can maintain that momentum moving into the Masters. And talking about the Masters, it's only 4 weeks away, and the last 4 winners on tour have all been Masters champions. We've had Adam Scott, Bubba Watson, Bubba Watson, Adam Scott, Charl Schwartzel, all Masters champions, and only 4 weeks away from the Masters.
Everyone's hitting form at the right
time.
It looks like.
The only Masters champion that is hitting a little bit of non-form would be a Mr. Jordan Spieth.
He had a couple of good rounds, and he had
kind of mixed at the moment,
68 in the middle 2 rounds, second and third round.
Did you see all the little bit of Twitter action going on?
Yeah, he bit a little bit, did Jordan, which I quite like. I do quite like that.
Well, I'm certainly one that can't advocate for not biting. I'm terrible on Twitter, so I can completely understand Jordan Spieth for biting. Certainly when he's getting comments saying he's washed out, he's done, he's got nothing when he can't putt. No. Don't even say that to my Geordie.
I love that. He's washed up. He's like 21 years old.
Crazy. He's had it. He's a has-been.
He's gone.
He came back out on the Friday, Saturday, had fantastic rounds. To be fair, to make the cut on the Saturday, he had a great round. And just the final round, he didn't play particularly great. But anyway, he finished top, I think he was top 15 or so. But got slightly outshone by a Mr. Lee McCoy, an amateur player who is a local to where they played at Valspar. Or the Valspar Championship.
Copperhead.
He is a local there, and he finished in 4th place.
He's pretty damn impressive for an amateur.
Amazing.
Really.
Well, the Saturday and Sunday he went 66, 69, and his 69 was when he was playing with the world number 1 Jordan Spieth. And Jordan Spieth was very complimentary of Lee McCoy's round, and I think I saw Lee McCoy even wearing an Under Armour shirt. So it could be another fantastic player to the stable.
He might have turned up on the range, he's like spilled ketchup over his...
Yeah. George, have you got a spare shirt?
George. I tell you what, it looks so big on him, didn't it? He is so skinny, that
he needs to
literally nothing of it.
A bit like Rory McIlroy when he first hit the scene. He was a little scrawny kid, and now look at him. Actually, sorry, slight asterisk on this. Jordan Spieth finished tied 18th. So it went down to a playoff between Charl Schwartzel and Bill Haas. It was only a 1-hole playoff. Charl Schwartzel set the clubhouse lead at 7 under, and Bill Haas, with about 4 holes to play, was 8 under. He dropped a shot and then didn't recover, so he finished at 7 under. So it's quite a big swing of emotions, that, because Charl Schwartzel shot the lowest round of the day to join the clubhouse lead, or to post the clubhouse lead, and Bill Haas had to then maintain his composure and par in to win the tournament. But he dropped a shot, finished at 7 under, and it's a very weird mindset then, that, isn't it? Because One player, Charl Schwartzel's going in with loads of confidence, and Bill Haas feels like he's already lost it, going in there with negative thoughts.
There's a massive difference between falling into a playoff and playing your way into a playoff.
Well put.
Because mentally, when you fall yourself into a playoff, all of a sudden you're thinking, I should have had that event. I should be home and hosed by now. I should be lying in bed with my massive check. But it's a bit of a different mindset if you're Charl Schwartzel of hitting it well, pouring inputs from all over the place, and all of a sudden being like, right, I've got this, I've got it. That's what I must have been thinking when he was going.
Oh, 100%. And it kind of exactly what happened. Bill Haas put it in the bunker with his second shot, didn't get up and down. Charl Schwartzel ridiculously lagged it up.
Big lag, that was it.
To knock it, to force Bill Haas to actually hold his par putt. He didn't. Charl Schwartzel knocked a 2-3 footer in for the win and his second PGA Tour win, but his second actual win this season. Let's just quickly talk about the bearded fella, Mr. Graham DeLatte, the Canadian.
Grey.
What
grey.
a
Love
beard.
It. Perfect.
That
amazing. It takes dedication to grow that big.
It's ridiculous. And he shot 75 to drop heavily off the lead. I think that beard weighed him down. I think a little bit of a trim.
You know, the thing is, with stuff like this, I'll tell you what, it doesn't really annoy. Many things don't annoy me, but it kind of annoyed me because I saw all the tweets on this.
What comments about Graham's beard and New York taxis?
Yeah,
is that the only things that annoy you?
I mean, his beard about how because he had a bad last round when he was like up and in and around the lead. It was his beard and he needs to shave it and he needs to get real. Kind of maybe totally ignoring the fact that for 3 rounds with the same beard. He shot the best score.
No.
So that's kind of out the window.
He had another day's worth of growth.
Oh, was that what it was?
See, 1, 2, 3 days he can get away. That 4th day he just cannot handle. And there might have been things starting to nest in that thing. You know what I mean? We don't know. There's no facts behind this.
There may have been things nesting. We don't know. It's not that big.
We've got no facts to prove otherwise.
It's not big
by the way, you get a lovely coffee here at Torex.
You know what, Graham? You keep going. Stick to your principles. I'll support you.
Shave it off.
Teamwork.
Right, let's head over to Thailand. And we went to the True Thailand Classic presented by Chang at the Black Mountain Golf Course.
Awesome.
That's what we thought. And we actually kind of looked at a bit of a roundup here. Obviously, we had busy weekends coaching. Pete coached on Saturdays. I coach on Sundays. European Tour is almost harder to keep up to date with because it's, even though they're in Thailand, it's kind of ahead of our time, so we kind of missed it. It happens really early in the morning for us, so we didn't catch it. And Scott Hend took the victory. And when we looked at the roundup, it was all about the other players who didn't particularly do great.
So well done, Thomas Hend. We appreciate. I said Thomas Hend. Thomas Peters was one of the runners-up who was featured heavily in the interview. Sorry, what is it when you get 2 people's names? Not a spoonerism. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, Scott Hend emerged victorious, and yes,
Rick Finch,
very well
Pete Shields,
and in second place was.
It's that name there.
How do you pronounce that?
Shall I try it?
Yeah.
So it's Paya, who shot a 63, and Paya's surname, Swan Gar Unporn. So Paya Swan Arn Unporn shot 63. Is that good? Swan Garn Porn. Swan Garn Porn. Pia Swan Garn Porn. Take 66.
Nailed it.
Pia Swan Garn Porn shot 63. The best final round, but he missed out just by the 1 shot. So well done, Paya Swan Garn Porn.
I can't add to that. Congratulations.
And Paya Swan Garn Porn, please keep going.
It's Happy Barn Rat all over again. We want him, now Rick's got the pronunciation, we want him to win now.
Is it the pronunciation? Paya Swan Garn Porn?
Anyone from Thailand, if they could correct us in any kind of way.
It's definitely Pia Swan Garn Porn.
Okay, awesome.
Done.
Well done, Pia. Swan Garn Porn.
And good victory. Yeah. So let's head over to the...
second place. I mean, yes. You're winning it live though, right now. You made it onto the Monday Night Golf Show.
I was saying a good victory for me. That was a personal victory. Sky Sports, if you're watching, hey, what can I say?
You've no excuses anymore. All those rude emails you sent back, no excuses.
No excuses at all.
Pronounce anything.
And we now move into the Ladies European Tour, where they were playing at Mission Hills at the Olasabal course, the World Ladies Championship. And the top 5 players all had something in common.
Yes.
In fact, yeah, the top 5 players all have something very much in common.
And you could go for that if you weren't counted up the top 20. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
so.
they were all from South Korea.
Yes.
All of the top 5, and even going down to maybe the top 20, 30. I'd say the top 30, there was 22 South Koreans in that field, who in that top 30.
Absolutely unbelievable. So obviously, I think it's an Asian-based event. So on any tour, if it tends to go to Asia, you see more Asian players kind of come to the fore because they're more used to conditions, the grasses, etc. However, it's not like this is something massively uncommon. You know, South Korean ladies are just absolutely smashing it at the moment.
Yeah, they're doing amazing. So, is it that way or that way?
It's Jung Min Lee.
Jun Min Lee took the victory with a 9 under 279 to take the victory only by 1. So these 3 events have been very close this week.
Yeah. I think
Obviously, playoff.
She shot the lowest round, I think.
She shot the lowest round to finish.
Yeah.
She had a great final round to finish 9 under and to take it from Swan Hyun Lee and Bo Kyung Kim.
Pretty good.
And Han Sol Jai and Jai Hun Oh.
Awesome.
They were the top 5. So, very, very good golf again. And it's interesting. Quick mention also to our friend of the show, Carly Booth, who finished in 37th place with a 3 over score. But it's nice to see she's up there. I think she was the highest placed Scottish lady. Highest placed, maybe even UK lady. Let me just check. Let me get my facts right. Yes, highest placed UK lady. Well done, Carly.
Well done, Carly. The next event on the PGA Tour is the Arnold Palmer Invitation. So it sees us go back to Bay Hill. You remember the scenes from last year?
Well, we had a great time. We really did. It was, if I remember correctly, it was quite cold in Manchester that day.
We had a lot of iced tea. Yeah. We had a lot of Arnold Palmer iced tea.
Oh, by the way, I don't care if you think I'm being paid for this comment. Arnold Palmer, half and half, iced tea and lemonade. It's refreshing, it's tasty, and it's absolutely packed full of sugar.
I was going to come in and do the subtitles.
Go on.
May contain 0.5 kilogram of sugar. May rot teeth. Don't brush it.
It is gorgeous. When I was out in Arizona, I had it. When I was out in Orlando, I had it. You even had it.
Yeah, I had it, and I didn't sleep for 6 days.
Iced tea, half, lemonade, and then packed full of sugar. Beautiful.
I think you put the sugar in first, then the iced tea, and then the lemonade. Just give it a bit of a shake around.
Yeah, it's 40% iced tea, 40% lemonade, and 20% sugar. But it is beautiful. And it comes in the massive can. So, regardless of that,
pot.
If anyone's drinking...
Pint of sugar iced tea.
If any of them are drinking Arnold Palmer's half and half this week at the Bay Hill Invitational, they're going to go one of 2 ways. They're going to go on a massive sugar rush and shoot a 59, or they're going to absolutely burn out and shoot 99. It could go one of 2 ways. Stay tuned, because I reckon it's going to be a good one. Matt Every was the winner there last year.
So back to this one.
Matt Every, and there's been a lot of players who missed the Valspar Championship to start prepping for the Bay Hill. Players like Graham McDowell, I think Rory McIlroy has been down at Bay Hill this week. They're all prepping for the bigger event. We are only then, after that event, only 3 weeks away from the Masters, so they are starting to really fine-tune their games, a bit like myself and Pete, you know. Yeah, it's kind of finely tuned athletes.
I mean, coming back into, I mean, we'll obviously do the B4 show after this, so stay tuned for that. But you know, it is that time of the year now when players need to be hitting form. So you need to have a look out for the players who are going to be playing well at Bay Hill. Normally gives a good indication of what's going to be going on at the Masters.
Yeah, and then there's one more European Tour event before everyone then ships over to America for the next WGC, and it's the Hero Indian Open in New Delhi in India.
Delhi, isn't it? Yeah.
So that'll be a cool event, and I'm not sure where the ladies are. I think they're probably still in the China district, would we say? Let's have a look. They are... Oh, Morocco.
Morocco.
It's a bit of a...
And
then they go back to
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Back to Shanghai. Wow.
Sponsored by not British Airways, what would it be? Emirates or something. That's a lot of flying. Good luck, ladies.
Sponsored by the airlines.
Look, yes.
Airline sponsorship.
There was no sponsorship, payment, advertisement in this Monday Night Golf Show.
Can't guys, do too badly.
That's true. Yeah. Guys, stay tuned. We're going to now jump over to do the Q&As from all of your fantastic questions here at Tour X Golf. Don't forget, guys, we're going to be down here doing a little bit of work next week, doing some very cool videos. I think you should stay tuned for those. And like I say, I reckon we'll get a bit of time doing some practice and some equipment things and some putting here with Lee Sullivan with the putting studio they've just had built. Thanks very much, Nick Hibbs, for letting us come down here and film. And we're going to now jump over to Q&A and then B4 show. And then we're going to go and play some golf.
Sounds good.
Subscribe to Quest, to Pete, to Shieldsy, and we'll see you next time.
Man, you're nailing it at the moment. It's crazy.